Yeah, so Conor McGregor.
We finished.
Back on you, X.
Jesus Christ. So if I got one of them, can I do
Yes,
one of them?
Yeah,
Yep.
you can. You can.
Y'all ain't explaining the game right. Okay, hold on one second.
We'll explain it as we go.
Right,
as we get into it.
So Conor McGregor, it happened.
Oh, my turn, punk.
It's back on you, dog.
There you go. Take two.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So we were finishing the record, and my man Bobby D, who works with the management team, had this opportunity, and Conor was like, I was like, Conor McGregor, like the fighting guy, like why is this even an option?
Right.
And then I sat with his team.
Yeah.
We went out to Ireland and spent a few weeks in the studio with the people he's surrounded, with his label. And he personally isn't doing this like on the phone. Like he has a group of people that handle his investments.
Yeah.
That handle his like other businesses. He has like liquor and all bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah.
So to answer your question simply, it's like his business acumen transcends into other aspects of what he's doing, and the music is the same. So Greenback Records was a great partnership for us because, first of all, there's nothing to compare it to, right? I mean, there's athletes that have had labels and stuff before, but I think the way he's approaching it is a little refreshing. The deal that was made is very appealing to artists. It's very artist friendly, and everything we do is going to be a first. Like there's nothing to compare it to. So they have a lot to prove. We have a lot to prove. That goes a long way in music.
Was it important?
You're up, X.
Did you have to get his?
Okay, so what?
You could do a red or a draw two.
Okay, so let me see if I remember how to do this right.
Did you test his hip hop acumen? Did you test his
3 and draw 2?
Wait, you can't. Hold on, bro.
What
are you doing?
He's the guest if he wants to do it that way.
Hey, wait a minute, I can't do that.
We didn't know we was playing stacks, dog. I had no idea. We playing stacks, all right, bet.
Wait, hold on.
It's on you.
Okay, I had the draw two. Now it's your turn.
Did you test his his hip hop IQ? Like you can't be signing a legendary artist like X without knowing hip hop.
Does he know it? Does he?
Yeah, he knows the shit.
He does?
Yeah, he knows the shit.
And so I was really happy to, see how passionate he is about it. And he's not jaded by the music business. He's not looking to see music as like his main source of income.
It's just something he's doing.
He's passionate about it. And I'm passionate about it. He's a fighter. I'm a fighter in my own way. Yeah. So it feels good to be able to have somebody that's like going to come at this a whole different way and use his platform to shoot over people's heads. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'll do well, trying to go sit down with certain people that are kind of being the gatekeepers of music now. Yeah. So there's no set path of how people get to their destination now. So it's just like, I just needed to be able to be in front of people, to make sure that they hear the music and make sure that they get an opportunity to listen to it the way I intended it to be listened to.
You're up next. Kingmaker drops. What's the date and how long has it been since the last album?
It's right now we have it scheduled for end of March, early April.
Okay.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, and I haven't put out a record since 2012.
Yeah.
Why the gap? If you don't mind me asking, I mean, was it just you? Was it you? Were you done with music? Were you moving on to movies and film, TV and film?
No, I've been blessed to be able to kind of jump around to each genre that I wanted to be in, right? So when I did TV, when I did film, that's different. I have to work at that. I have to, I had to get an acting coach. I had to do all these other things in order to be good at what I was putting myself into, right? But I still got the gratification as if I was filming, as if I was making music.
Same gratification,
right.
Similar.
Absolutely.
Rush, same feeling.
It's alchemy.
It's being able to create something out of thin air and being able to, see something, envision it, and then in your mind, and then being able to create it and, work well with others. Right. So when I didn't do music during that time because I like to be focused on what I'm focused on, but I needed to see what was happening. I don't just do stuff just to do stuff. Yeah. Like there had to be certain things. First of all, the music business has changed so much.
Big time.
It changes every, it used to change every 10 years. Now it changes every 2. Right. Yeah. Right.
I can't keep up, bro. It's too many rappers. It's too many,
it's
man.
like drinking out of a fire hose.
Yeah,
so
bro.
I had to kind of look and see how
that process was happening. And then at the same time, I didn't really have anything to say. And when I say that, it was like, you know, from where I am, from my perspective, from the things that I've experienced, what does my voice sound like now?
Right.
Yeah, I could do a whole bunch of, you know,
gun slapping, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah. But your life has changed.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Punchlines, you know, bunch of, you know, girl, you know, whatever. But I think there's enough of that type of music.
And the fans would expect more from you, though, dog.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? They hold you at a totally different standard than they would one of these new rappers.
Right.
They want
I think
some substance.
I think substance, you nailed it. I think substance, integrity, speaking from a position of power, speaking from a place of experience, and telling the truth.
Facts.
You know, I think that's where I am now anyway. And I think I have a lot of, you know, things that people can relate to when it comes to, you know, my journey. You know, because I was 19, 20 years old when I put out my first record.
Yeah, bro.
So I was kicking and screaming, you know, up until a point where my environment changed and my circumstances changed, and you know, and then my music sounded like that. You know what I'm saying? And now 2025, I can't wait. I think I'm gonna catch a lot of people off guard. I think I'm gonna really shock a lot of people.